What's going on, guys? So I'm coming to you today from down here in the shop. Been slowly picking up pieces and getting everything set up. Want to do an enclosed trailer and be able to haul some of the tools and stuff around, so I don't have to take them in and out of the truck or in and out of the vehicles and stuff. I can pretty much just set them up inside of it, keep them locked up. And I was contacted by this company and they asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing one of their inverters, and I was like, sure, I'll give it a shot. So we're gonna pop this open, take a look, see what we got inside. First thing is gonna be the usage instructions. Now this is 1200 watts. This manual covers the 800 through the 1500, so we have the 1200 here. It basically is telling us how the inverter works, how it takes 12 volts, converts it into, 120 watts, 120 volts. Let's see. Yeah, looks like just basic information, and a diagram on how everything's set up on the unit itself. So we'll pull this out of the box. It comes with 2 cables. And let's see, we got styrofoam packing here. Set that off to the side. Now, what my plan is that I'm actually going to hook this up to this big AGM battery right here. This is a battery that we picked up. I can't remember. It was one of the blend deals, but it's a full river battery, and it's a 12 volt battery, like would come out of, I guess like a forklift or something to that extent. So it's designed to be drained and recharged. It's like a deep cycle battery. The unit does come with these short cables. I don't know if that's going to work for our application, but you do get these 2 short cables, which will be enough for us to do our test today. Because basically what I want to do is I want to hook this inverter up to the battery. We're going to power it on. Well, power it on, and then I want to hook the battery charger up for my rigid power tools. That's one of the things that I have a problem with, is keeping the battery charged, especially going from place to place. I get there and, if I use the drill or something to that extent, I've run the battery down. I've got a few extra batteries that I try to keep with me, and that works good, but, still the batteries get run down. So it'd be nice to have them in the trailer, hooked up to the battery, have this wired into the vehicle so the vehicle would recharge the battery through the 7-pin connector when we have the trailer hooked up and running, and then when it's not in use, we just shut everything down. The other thing I'm going to do is hook up this Porter cable reciprocating saw, or sawzall as they call it. I have never been one to buy one of these that's super expensive. I always go for the cheaper ones because I end up destroying them. I'll either burn them up or break them. I usually end up breaking the ends of them and stuff, doing destruction and demolition and things of that nature. So I don't put a lot of money in those. I do as far as my other hand tools and stuff. I'll spring a little bit for those. Looks like I'm gonna need a flathead screwdriver, which I don't have over here with me. So if you'll give me just a second, I'm gonna grab that. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get these hooked into the inverter itself. Just to show you real quick, comes with 2 big lugs. Looks like it'll accept number 4, possibly number 2 wire, which is fine. The unit's only rated for, like I said, 1200 watts. So it's not gonna draw a tremendous amount. And at 1200 watts, it should be big enough to run anything that I want to do. It's not going to run a whole house or something to that extent for sure. So I don't expect that. And what we'll do is set this positive up, get it put on there. And like I said, guys, this is just for testing and demonstration to see how this unit's going to work. Testing it out for the review here. I want to get this tightened down, make sure our connections are good and solid. We do a more in-depth install on this once we get to the stage of putting it in the trailer and getting everything set up. Still need to build some shelves and stuff for it. One thing you'll notice is that the heat shrink comes up a little bit too far on these, so that would need to be trimmed back for our installation. For our testing purposes, I can get enough contact out here on the outer edge because these eyelets are a little bit bigger than the battery posts themselves. So I think we can make enough contact there to do a quick test with it, because that's really what this is all about, is I just want to test this. Now we've got everything wired up. We're going to flip our power switch on. Looks like we got power. So now our first test is we're going to plug in the charger for the drill. Let's see what we get. We're charging. All right. Yep. That battery's charging. You can see the lights flashing back here on the back. That battery's probably about half life, so it's charging up now. We've got the battery charging. Now, I'm just gonna go for kicks and giggles and say, okay, well, we're there and I don't have power supply, so I need to run this reciprocating saw real quick to do it, you know, cut something, or might be, you know, out or somewhere or trying to get something loaded in the truck and just need a quick cut to cut something off. So we've got a battery charger still charging. You can see it down here. I'm gonna set it right here where you can keep an eye on the lights. You'll see those there. And then we've got the Porter cable Sawzall. There we go. So that in turn tells me that it's gonna run the Sawzall and the battery charger at the same time. So I don't have to switch between the two. So it looks like for 1200 watts, this right here is going to work out really good for what we're wanting to do with it. Now, I have to emphasize to you that this is a modified sine wave inverter. That being said, I'm a little particular when it comes to inverters. The one we have in our RV is a 1200 watt pure sine wave. Pure sine wave is much better for electronics, computers, you know, camera equipment and stuff as far as that goes, like we use. That's something that I want a pure sine wave. But if you're going to be running just regular household stuff, lights, let's say a power outage, and you wanted to have one of these hooked up to a battery and a solar panel, you could do that. This will run, you know, your lights in the house. Don't know that it'll run a coffee maker. Those things are pretty power hungry. Might trip it, I don't know. But yeah, this is the BYGD 1200 watt power inverter. Like I said, they sent me this inverter for review. This is the P1200U. I'll put links down in the description for this product through Amazon. And guys, I don't see a problem with it. It's got two USB ports here on the front, which are going to be 5-volt outputs where you could actually charge cell phones. I've got a borescope that charges via USB. That I keep in my toolkit. I could charge it through here as well. So I think this is going to be a big benefit for us once we get our trailer set up and have all our tools put together. And you know, if you're interested, check it out. Like I said, link's going to be in the description down below. Thanks to BYGD for sending this out to us and letting us do a test on it. I think it's going to come in really handy for us. But guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Stick with us. We'll be coming to you with more videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and tick that bell so you get notified when we release new videos. We appreciate your support, and definitely by all means, check out those links down in the description for this inverter. And guys, have a good one.